today we are going to be learning about, we've been doing a really good job with tens and ones. So today we're going to be working with tens and ones, but instead of using base 10 blocks, we're going to be using 10 frames. Now, hopefully this should not be the first time you are seeing a 10 frame because I have used 10 frames before in some of my lessons, but if it is the first time you're seeing a 10 frame, the reason why we call them a 10 frame is because literally it's a frame with 10 boxes, okay? So, right when we work with 10 frames, we fill the boxes with a dot, and that represents each number. So for example, and right now I have 10 frames because we're working on numbers up to 20, two-digit numbers, okay? So if I just did one counter in that 10 frame, I would say that this is the number 1. Why does it keep doing that? I don't know. Oh, hold on. I don't want it to be moving in and out. Okay. So I'm going to fill this top 10 frame to show you the number 10. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, because all of my squares are filled in the top 10 frame, this is representing the number 10, okay? Now listen, you're going to think of a 10 frame like you do when we were doing the base 10 blocks, it's kind of like a tens stick, okay? Look, there are 10 ones, but one 10 frame. So when I write this down, when somebody says how many tens are there, this is what a lot of you are doing. Some of you are putting the whole number 10. There is not 10 tens. There's 10 ones, but when we put them all together into a 10 frame, that is one group of 10. So right now I have one group of 10 and 0 ones. Okay? Alrighty, so we're going to practice making some numbers on a 10 frame. So I'm going to leave this one here. I have 10 right here. Let's go ahead and make the number 13. So look, I have 10, so I'm going to start counting at 10, and then I'm going to fill in the bottom frame. Count with me. So let's start at 10. 10, 11, 12, 13. Here is the number 13 on a 10 frame. I have one group of 10. When we are talking about tens, we're talking about how many groups of 10. I have one group of 10 and 3 ones. That makes the number 13. So if I were to write that, how many tens? I don't have 10 tens. I do not have 10 groups of 10, okay? I only have one group of 10, and 3 ones. Okay? And that is the number 13. I have one group of 10 and 3 ones. If I wrote this doesn't make any sense. Okay? Because I do not have 10 groups of 10. I have one group of 10 and 3 extra ones. Not 10 groups of 10. So please make sure when you're doing your work today that we are only looking at the groups of 10. Let's make another number. Let's make the number 18. Okay, so I'm not going to clear off my 10 frame. So I have one group of 10, so I'm going to start counting at 10. 10, 11, oopsies, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Here is the number 18. I'm representing it on these 10 frames. How many groups of 10 do I have? One full group of 10. I'm going to say it again. I only have one full group of 10. So I have 1, 10. How many ones do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 ones. Okay? I have one group of 10 and 8 ones, and that gives me the number 18. Now, really quickly before I stop the video, let's talk about what to do when we have two groups of 10. So let's say I filled in this second 10 frame. So now, boys and girls, I have one group of 10 up here, and I have another group of 10 down here. I have two groups of 10. So when I write my number, when I write the answer on here, how many groups of 10s do I have? 1, 2. I have two full groups of 10. How many ones? None. And no ones. Two groups of 10 and 0 ones. Now to figure out this number, this is why we've been practicing counting by tens, because to figure out this number, we're going to count by tens. So let's start at 10. 10, 20. This is the number 20. Two groups of 10 and no ones equals the number 20. Okay. You are going to practice making some numbers on 10 frames in Seesaw. Remember, one full 10 frame is one group of 10. If it's not full, you have to count them as just individual ones. Okay? Alrighty, so get into Seesaw and you will be making numbers with the 10 frames.